Sit back, relax, play some music, play your game. I'm going to review the 2016 album Worry by Jeff Rosenstock. I think just getting straight into the meat of it, it's an awesome album, and Jeff Rosenstock is an awesome artist. The album is great. It's a personal favorite. I've listened to it for a long time now, and I want to give remarks to each of the songs. The opener, We Beg to Explode, is a great opener. It's gut wrenching out of the gate, and it captures the vibe of what we're getting with the album perfectly. I think that just by the song itself, it's just the most heartfelt thing I've heard. The first few words, "Someone's gonna bleed and dribble trails in the snow," is absolutely fucking crazy. The words of imagery like this continue through the song and the rest of the album. That consistency making it so great. The opening groove, the guitar, and the explosion at the end, it's a ride. Pash Rash starts picking up the pace. I think it's fun. Second song that still brings out something to say about longing. The solo and its tone is absolutely awesome, and this nearly 2 minute track still has so much packed into it without being too crowded. There's just something new in every section. It's still, as a second track of the album, it still brings the taste of like the more jammy songs in here. An absolute classic continuing is Festival Song. The chorus, "They wouldn't be your friend if you weren't worth something," pretty much sums it up. It's one of the catchier songs in the album and has a cool message about the evil corporations and the capitalism making use of people, blah blah blah, putting us in desperate situations, all of that shit, using us for their constant gain, all with a nice face. I mean, this song is pretty angry. It's the corporations doing it with a nice face, because, yeah. Staring out the window at your old apartment is amazing. More imagery, like this light makes it nearly impossible to see if they fixed the cracks in the wall. Something about covering up the broken parts strategically without, actually fixing it. It continues to mix up, the pace, but it still punches so fucking hard, especially at the end. Wave Goodnight to Me picks up the jam, and the lyrics continue the narrative of an oppressive society that masks taking your home away as infrastructural or economical progress, while they just say fuck off to the common man. To me, it feels relatable somehow, capturing the general feeling of being unwanted in such a strong way. Also, one of my favorite solos in the album. There's plenty of solos to be had here. To Be a Ghost is such a empowering track. It finds hope in such mindlessness, and it captures that sound perfectly as well. The build-up instrumental at the middle of it, it's awesome. This half is around where the albums are gonna start, pairing up and start crashing into each other seamlessly soon, and I'm gonna give my quick remarks on some of them together in order to not seem too repetitive, because it is what it is. Pietro, 60 years old, is such an oddly awesome, dreamy, triumphant setup to the swing of "I Did Something Weird Last Night." I love the flows of this one, it's very fun. Blast Damage Days is, in my opinion, one of the more emotional, absolutely angry tracks in here. I mean, they're all emotional and angry, but, I absolutely adore this one. It starts off sober, somber, contemplative, but ends in focusing on the promises that people would have for each other in today's world, and it captures that feeling of fighting tooth and nail. Bang on the Door, fucking crazy, I love it. Rainbow, such an infectious ska track. It's one of my favorites. Planet Luxury, it's even more crazier. It's gonna start running into each other, just like songs that are worth like a minute or more. After that is a Hellhole, is one of the most anthemic tunes in here. It just keeps hitting you with the short songs left and right, but never dropping its momentum in the track list, even going into June 21st. The fuzz holds that pace down further, slows it down. I've already said most about the song through the others. It's just amazing. While You're Alive is another highlight. I've been loving the glockenspiel, throughout the entire album. As for the ending track, Perfect Sound Whatever, I personally do feel that it is what it is with the fade out ending, which is the only thing to the closest to a complaint that I can have, because it's an ending. We want it to blow up. It's a punk rock, I don't know, whatever album, and I do wish that it would blow up for the final moments, basically. But that makes up for it with one of the most memorable solos and instrumentation here. I just fucking love this album, man. This album is so consistent with its messages. It's so wonderfully packed with many different things at the same time. It just feels like it knows what it's talking about. It feels so comforting, even not as an American. Like I still get something out of it. I still get hope out of it, even at the time that this was written. You know, so yeah, and every now and then I come to this album. Not like that. Yeah, the best part is I feel that those short ones on the second half of the album, even though they crash into each other, I enjoy them on their own sometimes because they have that personality to each of them. Don't know what else to say. It's amazing. There's no reason I wouldn't see this as perfect. I love this album so much, and I remember just I cried to my partner because I'm so stressed and angry at everything, but I keep remembering, and it will always be on my mind that love is worry. So that's a 10 out of 10.